Okay, folks, this is Richard Sturdevant, and we're here with the Basketball Idol H that's in the bundle for the American Basketball Idol bundle. And so I want to show you how you can make some changes on that. And it's kind of my own workaround, and it'll make it easy for you. Apologize, sometimes it can get a little complicated for people out there. So first of all, we're going to click on our layer. And as you see here, we have this one layer that has selections of H with styles. So we open that up. Let's turn off the bottom part here with the H and the 3D H, and then you just have that one little area there that has the trim and the red, the gold and the red. So if we turn off the H in the middle with the red, then we have the gold trim. And as you can see here, we turn that on and off. We turn the effects off, it's just a white letter. And then this is the styles that we would click over that to give that kind of effect. Also on the H, turn the trim off there. And again, turn off the effects. And these are styles that you can change it to any style if you like. But we'll click that and click that. So we're good to go. Close that folder and close that. Open up our H. And as you can see here, this little box right here that has a little cube, that's to open up your 3D workspace. Double click that, and here's your properties. We're going to be on the H right here where it says T, and that's going to be what you're going to change. And so we're going to go to our properties now. So once you're clicked on that, up here at the top of your layers panel, you're going to have properties. Click that. Now, if you see down at the bottom, it says Edit Source. Click the source. All right. And now you just, and it's going to open up a separate file. As you can see, it's H1 PSB. And it's going to go here in your layers and get your text tool. And you're going to highlight that, and you're going to go do a P to replace that H. Click that and hit Command Save. If you don't hit Command Save, it will not update in your other document. So make sure you save it, and then it'll update into your document. And then on the 3D lettering, the lettering is now edited. So we'll click here. And so there it is, the P, but it has the white front. If we turn on, turn on the selections here, as you can see, the H right here is got the red and the gold around it. So you're going to want to change that. And so we'll click here, turn that off. Now this is a workaround. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to select, get my magic wand tool. I am going to select the white area of the P, okay? And I'm going to hit Command J on a Mac, Control J on PC, and so there's the P now. Now I'm going to click back on the 3DH. We're not rasterizing it or anything else at this point. And we're going to click on the trim. Hold on. Got to be on the right layer. So we got the outside, and then we want the inside as well. Okay. Now we're going to hit Command J, and that's going to create that and put it on its own layer. So there we have it. There's your outside and that inside. Now if you want to use these same type of style effects, you're just going to hold your Option key down, and you're going to move the effects from the inside of the H to the inside of the P. If we want to do the trim on that, we want to use the gold, so we're just going to hold our Option key down, and we're going to pull that effect down to the P. Oh, that's the wrong one. We did the red, so we'll go to the outside of the H there. Hold that effects, come down here, and now you have your gold. You turn that back on, and there you have the letter changed, and you're ready to go. Now, let's say that you want to move the letter. You want to change it and change the direction of it. We'll just turn those off. We'll make a copy of this one, Command J, and turn that off. Now we'll take this P here, and we make sure that on our 3D work panel that we have H selected, which it's always going to be an H, and because it was designed with an H, you can change it at any time, any letter, but just remember that it'll have an H in that 3D workspace. Okay, now let's say that we want to we want to actually move this letter around. So we just click here, click on your move tool, and then all of a sudden you're going to see your plane come up with your your perspective and 3D workspace. As you can see here, you can sometimes these little items here will either make the letter bigger, smaller. You can turn it upside down, turn it around. You can do whatever you want to with it. It's a little tricky at first, but you'll get the hang of it the more you do it. Let's say you just want to move it. See, now I can pull that and make it bigger. There. I can make it, take the perspective back, bring it back further if I want to. Bring that right there. And I can move it around. Come on. So I can just take that and move it, and you can go up like that. Okay, let's say we want it to be just like that, so we hit that, and we go back down here and get our selection tool, or magic wand. All right, now, so we've got that H moved in a different direction, just so you can see how you can do the same thing. All right, so we're gonna click here. Now, this thing is a little tweaky sometimes. Sometimes you'll select here, you'll select that, and you'll go Command J, and it'll make a copy on that layer. Also, you can come over here and do this, hit and click on the outside of that, and see it just, if you're on the wrong layer, boom, it's what's going on, and I do it all the time, so you just gotta bear with yourself. Sometimes you just gotta pay extra attention, click back on the 3DH, and then click on that outside area, and see how you have that outside area right there selected now. You're gonna go Command J. And now you've got both the outside of the P and you got the inside of the P. And same thing. You come over here and just hold your shift key down. Bring the effect down to this outside of the H on the border. And then you come over here to your inside effects. Hold your option key down and drag this to your P. Boom, there you go. And click that on. And now, look at that. See, we messed up. So, I click on that, make sure I'm on the right, and see how that gets a little tweaky sometimes. So let's turn that off, and we'll click on that center part, and hold the shift key down and get that outside part, and go Command J. And see, I do it all the time. You'll miss such stuff, and you just gotta just relax and go back and do it again. Now, we'll get rid of that. Just go back up to your other P that you did and drag that effect down. Bring it down to this one, and boom, there you go. And turn your P on there, and now you have your 3D letter in any direction you want. And if you just take time, it'll get easier and easier as you do it. Just take your time with it. Don't stress out. And just do step by step. And this is a good, easy workaround. Now, if, say, for example, you wanted to change this, let's go to the inside here, and you want to change this to a blue color. All right. So we're going to go down to my styles, and I like to use the styles because it helps gives a more of a dimensional effect. Click on this blue here, and boom, you got that letter there. It's got this little bevel on the inside. That's cool. We'll come over here to the outside of the P, and we'll just go and replace that style effects here. And let's see, let's go with the orange, maybe. There we go, hit that, and now you got an orange. And you can go and play around with that, like you can click here on your bevel. You can take your bevel down, so it's not, the depth down, so it's not so prominent. You can also pull up your size and create some pretty interesting effects. Come down that way, that's good. Now, we also could change the lighting on the bevel, so the light's coming from the top. And a lot of times you have to bring, the angle will be right here, and it'll say, okay, that light should be coming from the top, but it's actually not. You can also experiment with your gloss contour. You can play around with different effects on that, which is kind of fun just to play around with. And so just do your thing with it. And keep the lighting there. Hit OK. Let's look at the satin. And satin's in a hard light. You could change that. Let's say go to screen. I'll make it a little bit brighter. Oh, it's more of a yellow, I guess. Go to color. And see, it's not doing too good over that black. But you can go overlay. And really hard light or normal is going to be your best bet. I would go with the hard light because it's going to give you the original effect that you wanted. Now you can also change the angle of all this as well. Kind of dial it down, however you want. And then we're going to go to we're going to turn off outer glow because we don't really need that. Color overlay. There's that. We can always change that if we want to. And we'll go to a more of a kind of an orangey gold, and we got the blue there. And then let's see, we can go to bevel. We got that changed. We can also change the chisel soft, chisel hard, or we can go to smooth. There's all kinds of things you can do with this. So you just keep playing around with it. I will get this video posted onto the lifetime membership and also on YouTube, so that you can go through and do this. Also, if you get the 3D letters that we have as a product, and it's got a video with it, it shows you step by step how to do all this. It'll help you quite a bit. So I hope this helps, and if you got any feedback, just post on the lifetime membership post, and we'll go from there.